This is the Khoodeelaar television channel being broadcast on the internet under the banner of Baby Angel Geronimo Manifesto editions and Baby Skoji and her family of kittens from January 1978 to today, Tuesday, the 12th of November 2024. The Sunday Times, 2 days ago, Sunday Times London, ran yet another story about the pressures experienced by employees in the so-called magic circle law firms. These are law firms, but these are not firms that are promoting or advocating or representing the cause of establishing legal rights, civil rights in the United Kingdom. Effectively, the Sunday Times article is reaffirming the actual reality of law-breaking, criminality, and brazen indulgence in sexual perversion and abuse and hedonism by these employees. This is the same issue of the Sunday Times that also carries the kind of introduction by Tim Shipman, who is described as the lead political commentator at the Sunday Times, promoting his book about Boris Johnson, especially emphasizing the point that the late Queen Brenda, who died only about 10 days or so after Boris Johnson had to resign as Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, thought that Boris Johnson was an idiot and that she was relieved that he would not be organizing her funeral. Now, this is the same Tim Shipman who has been promoting in the previous weeks Boris Johnson absolute pack of lies called Unleashed, in which Boris Johnson actually contradicts himself and contradicts the evidence and lies about the recorded, documented events of law-breaking, unconstitutionality, and so on. So there is no real ethics in the so-called legal profession, or the licensed law traders, as I call them, nor in the so-called Fleet Street, described as the lead political commentator. Shipman probably thinks that that places him on a platform, on a level that warrants his being given credit for superior knowledge and compliance with universal ethics and morality. Nothing could be further from the truth. The United Kingdom Parliament, houses of Parliament, one elected, one non-elected, House of Peers and the House of Commons, is as devoid of morality and ethics as is Fleet Street, the media, and as are members of parliament, individually and collectively, as are members of the government, the so-called executive, and as are the actual members of the corrupt bureaucracy called the judiciary. So what actually can these people, these so-called organs of the British state, what do they amount to in terms of delivering service, representation, and access to democracy for the ordinary people in the United Kingdom? Not much. And despite the fact that the political murderer of the Labour Party, Keir Starmer, has been fronting the Labour Party and it got a landslide numerically of historic size, it is obvious that at the next election that will be held in the United Kingdom may not produce the same kind of numerical majority for the Labour Party, but that's not a guaranteed uncertainty because the Nigerian origin, Kemi Badenough, who has been installed as the leader of the Conservative Party, may not herself last in that position because of the internecine corruption, infighting, and backwardness in the Conservative Party. And although Donald Trump has been declared President of the United Kingdom, it is quite likely that many of the things that he actually has done wrongly, will begin to catch up with him. And the euphoria expressed by the various commentators, fascist commentators in the United Kingdom media, delighted at the apparent landslide that Trump has been declared to have achieved. Trump will not remain as popular with the commentators even before the inauguration. We shall be commenting on all of those and we shall be updating on the commentary. Now back to the recitation of the poem Bidruhi that I started yesterday in the kind of new tutorial mode. The rebel poem has been recited by many people, mainly people in Calcutta in West Bengal and some in Bangladesh. I'm amazed that none of the people that have come on the record, let's say, that are able to access, has understood the spirit and the purpose and the life of the poem, the Bidruhi. As the Netaji Subhash Bose described Nazrul accurately, the Nazrul, according to Subhash Bose, was Jantamanush, live human being. And this poem definitively encapsulates Nazrul's being a live human being, Janto Manush. Bolo Bir, Bolo Unnotama Moshir, Shir Nehari Amari, Noto Shir Oi Shikor Himadrir. So this is the spirit in which the poem deserves to be recited. And I shall be experimenting with this kind of approach until I am able to satisfy myself that I have established the necessary high standard of recitation. Bolo Bir, Bolo Unnotama Moshir, Shir Nehari Amari, Noto Shir Oi Shikori Madrir. Until then, this is the end of this 11 minutes long video broadcast.